I haven't seen any information on this game, so I'm going to bring you a review for the Battle Master game on the Sega Genesis. I got this at a yard sale when I was in elementary school. It cost me $10. So I've had this game for a long time. I would play up until I got to the ghost level, and then my game would abruptly end. After losing for the last time, I decided that I would finally beat the ghost level. The intro to this game is actually very catchy. The intro shows the whole map of how far you're going to need to travel in the game. There isn't much in options. There's a total of 3 buttons, 4 if you include the pause button. The buttons just function as melee, missile, and menu button. As far as I know, this game has a total of 5 songs. When you start a new game, you have the option of picking 4 races. The race just determines what village you can buy more troops in. I feel like some races are more friendly with other races, and as far as I can tell, the orcs are just friends with themselves. You are also presented with 4 different classes. The classes, as far as I know, are just a new game benefit. The thief starts out with the maximum amount of guys you can start from the beginning. The warrior seems to have a better weapon or armor. The wizard starts off with better missiles, which is pretty much just a wand. The merchant just starts off with a little bit more money. I used to pick the thief because they had the maximum amount of guys you can start with, but eventually I decided that the merchant is better because the money is more useful. The game starts off pretty easy. You can pretty much get up to the ghost level even if you don't know what you're doing. But the game is actually really cryptic also. There's a lot of secret areas. If you don't know beforehand what the game is like, what you're looking for, you might be wandering around for a while. Most of the time you have the option to parley. You can buy stuff from the level, so that includes armors, swords, food. You can even buy safe passage if you have enough money. Later in the game though, that gets really expensive. You get a lot of reward for exploring in this game. Usually you can pick up more money and get items for free that you would normally have to buy. If you don't know the game, you're in for a lot of surprises. This game has a lot of death traps. Once you fall into a trap, the game ends immediately and you die. If you do happen to die, the menu option lets you start over from the level you died in, or you can actually start from an earlier level. During play, you have 3 status bars. One is for health, one is for skills, and one is for morale. For your troops, these bars are all averaged together. The health determines your life. The morale goes up if you beat a lot of guys, and I have no idea how the skill bar works. In this game, I assume the jewelry helps you with defense. If you want to beat this game, you're going to have to explore. And if you want to beat this game, you're going to have to be at the front of every battle. Don't let your guys fight by themselves, they will die. This game is actually really hard. I struggled with the ghost level until I finally knew how to play the game. Here is video of me just destroying the ghost level. I got up to pretty much ghost level 5, which the ghost levels are just really the places I get passwords from, but the game won't let me continue until I have all pieces of the crown. And there's this one level, it's a dwarf level, and pretty much they're really powerful and I can't beat them. And I've explored everything and gotten every armor as far as I know, so I couldn't get any further. So that's where I was the last time I played. The bad things about this game. This thing has really long passwords and they're really unbearable. If you wanted to turn off the game console at that time, you would have to put in the password every single time. Additionally, the troops are actually really dumb. They get stuck on rocks, trees, and walls. Sometimes it's better if you just go on without them. For the most part, the bad guys are mostly the races you had in the beginning, but this game does have unique monsters such as ghosts, fireflies, green Pac-Man, and even mid-bosses. They're like especially large sprites. This game is actually really slow. Imagine playing like Diablo, but you had no running option, and you kind of had to walk everywhere. In addition, the game was actually really a lot faster in the beginning, but as the game went on, it seemed like the frame rates got slower. So later on in the game got really slow. I really don't see myself picking it up again. It's really slow, and you get just better gaming gratification from modern games. As far as I know, there are no cheat codes, but there is a glitch that I found. If you enter a cave and quickly exit, you can go into the black areas of a cave, and this allows you to skip like whole areas of a level. In addition, you can actually fight people through the walls, so this will be very convenient if you have a lot of powerful enemies ahead of you. It lets you take them out one by one. With the exception of today, I haven't played this game since I was like 8 years old. A little bit of research today shows that it looks like this game was a port from the DOS era, so I found a couple of screenshots. I hope you enjoy.